I'm Jeff Moss. I am the owner of College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving in Wilmington, North Carolina, and also in Central Georgia, Griffin and Macon. I came on board in 2018 after being downsized out of corporate America. Before my corporate experience, I was a United States Army attack helicopter pilot, having served in Operation Desert Storm. Through my corporate career, I was able to work with a gentleman named Roger Panage, who was downsized many years before me and owns the College Hunks location in Atlanta, Georgia. Through observation, I saw Roger growing his business and turning it into something really special. So when I got downsized, naturally I called him and said, "Hey, can we make this a go in Wilmington, North Carolina, and are we going to starve?" And Roger said, "Not only are you not going to starve, but you're going to love this business because you've been building leaders your whole career." And that's one of the foundational pillars of College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving. We create a fun, enthusiastic team environment. We're always branding. We listen, fulfill, and delight. But on top of all of that, we're building leaders.
College Hunks ranks very high in a business for veterans. Why is that, in your opinion?
College Hunks is really attractive to veterans because it's a great motivational fit on both ends. In that, I mean, military veterans typically, whether they be non-commissioned officers, commissioned officers, warrant officers, are really about standard operating procedures, process, very process oriented. And we all know that prior planning prevents poor performance. So in working in an environment like College Hunks, we're able to actually implement everything we learned in the military. We're also able to continue to develop people. And I think that's a very strong aspect of the brand and what we are doing as business owners, working with young men that perhaps weren't ever taught process, were never taught to have ambition, never honestly believed they had a chance to do anything other than whatever it might be. And we open up their eyes to the possibility that there's more to the world. If you learn and you grow, you can become something really incredible. And that's no different than what we do in the military service. We take young men, we train them, we teach them principle-based leadership, and the next thing you know, they're moving on to be real contributors to America and to a patriotic America, which is very important to us.
So one of the things that I know College Hunks is big on is just that camaraderie dynamic.
Yeah.
Not just between the franchisor and the franchisee, but also among the owners.
Right.
Is there also that camaraderie with owners who are
veterans? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you talk to me about
Yeah, I mean, so within College Hunks, there's quite a number of veteran owners, and we communicate a lot, particularly in meetings like reunion, when you get together and you share experience based on what you learned in the military and how you're translating that into the civilian business. But it's very important that you feel a sense of belonging. And College Hunks as a franchise is all about that. So anytime you're coming to reunion, first of all, there's no rank. Nick and Omar interact and they participate. The leaders within the franchise system down at our world headquarters in Tampa sit at the table with you, have conversations, and there's never a feeling of this person outranks that person, so to speak. It's a dynamic that few can offer examples of where that really exists, because in the corporate world, you know who the vice presidents are and you know who the presidents are. And you may not be welcome at that table, but at College Hunks, everybody's welcome to sit down and commune and have a conversation. It's all about growth. So we also challenge each other. It's not uncommon for us to, like we did in the military between the services, the Army, Air Force, Marines, Navy, we all, gut punch each other. And the esprit de corps and the camaraderie comes from that. So as we look at each other locationally, we like to see each other's numbers because we're pushing, I want to win, but maybe just by $1. I don't have to beat you by $100,000, but I want to beat you. And we're grinding and pushing each other for excellence at every corner.
Looking at your time at College Hunks, how has it changed your life?
Oh, world, that one about get me emotional. Wow. I don't know. When I got downsized in corporate America, I'm 52 years old. And I realized then I had been through 9 layoffs that always happen during the holidays. So November and December, Thanksgiving and Christmas, which was supposed to be a joyous time for your family, that's when corporate America finds it opportune to lay people off. So if you can imagine, you're sitting by a phone 9 years in a row. Finally, the 9th year, my number came up and I got downsized. College Hunks gave me an opportunity to own my business and to create something where I never treat people that way. In fact, at my business, we prepare Thanksgiving turkeys for all of our employees. We smoke them on a grill. So instead of looking at a layoff, my guys look forward to a meal. So I have the chance to change things for others and not put them through what my family went through over 9 seasons of holidays. So I think College Hunks gives you the oyster, and you've got to be willing to shell it and get to it, right? And you've got to be able to nurture it and grow it. So if you put all the energy and they give you the tools to do that, which is part of what we call our playbook. So I think at the end of the day, what has College Hunks given me? It's given me my life back, and it's given me ownership and total directional control to take this company where I want to take it, naturally within the bounds of what the expectations are of the franchise system. But nobody else can do that. You can't do that anywhere else but in a business you own. And I can promise you, I have not had a layoff call with myself over the last nearly 6 years. So my holidays are about family, and I don't have to sit here and worry about, hey, what am I going to do to make a living next year? Because the living is the one that I'm now creating. That enough?